They want f dash pi by 2. So first of all, what is f dash x? First of all, f of x is integral 0 to g of x dt by 1 plus t cube under root. So they want f dash x. In the place of t, substitute g of x will get 1 by root over 1 plus g of x whole cube into derivative of g of x is g dash x. For finding g dash x, they gave what is g of x. So they gave g of x is integral 0 to cos x 1 plus sine t square dt. Okay, so 1 by root over 1 plus g of x whole cube into g dash x. When you differentiate this, 1 plus sine, wherever t is there, you have to write cos, so it will be cos square x into derivative of cos x is minus sine x. So we are using that fundamental theorem, differentiating a definite integral here, differentiating definite integral there. Now if you want f dash pi by 2, 1 by root over 1 plus g of pi by 2. When you put x is equal to pi by 2, this is 0, this is 0. So I don't have to integrate this at all. Okay. Otherwise, sine of t square, it may not be possible to integrate it. Okay. It's one of the indefinite form, indeterminate form maybe. Okay. But it is not necessary here because we are getting 0 to 0. It will be 0. Okay. G of pi by 2 is integral 0 to 0 something. So it's a 0. Okay. So this is 0 whole cube. This is cos 90 is 0, so sin 0 is 0 and minus 1. So that's it, answer is minus 1 total. In B bit, if f of x is a non-zero differentiable function such that integral 0 to x f of dt is equal to f of x whole square for all x belongs to R, then f of 2 is equal to. Simply differentiate, you will get f of x is equal to 2 f of x into f dash x. So either f of x is a constant, you can take f of x common and get f of x equal to 0 for all x belongs to R, or f dash x is 1 by 2. F of x cannot be always 0 because it can be nothing wrong. Then LHS is 0, RHS is 0, fine, no problem. Non-zero function this set, so you cannot take that. Okay, so set in the question it is non-zero. F dash x is 1 by 2. If integrate, you will get f of x is equal to x by 2 plus c. But how to find constant at 0? F of 0 should be 0. Okay, so c should be 0. So we simply got f of x equal to x by 2. Now they want f of 2, it will be 1. Okay, we know f of 0 is 0 right in the beginning. Because of that, constant is 0. So seventh matching A bit is okay, everyone?
Sir, want to explain 8-bit.
A bit, I should explain once again. Okay.
Yes, 7-bit 8-bit.
How to differentiate this? How you differentiate a definite integral where this in terms of t, this in terms of x? The integration symbol will go in the place of t, g of x will come, and the derivative of that limit, which is g dash x. How will you find g dash x? That itself is another definite integral again. So in the place of t, that upper limit will come into derivative of that upper limit. After that, simply substitute pi by 2 everywhere. Is it okay?
Also,
Okay. Today, which counseling you have in the evening? Is it a class or counseling only? Sir did not say that there is a class. Okay, CBIT. This there are two variables. Lower limit is also variable, upper limit is also variable. So how to maximize it? So better to do from the graph. Integral a to b 2 plus x minus x square dx. What is the graph of this? It is a downward parabola with the roots -1 and 2. Okay. So now, if I take some interval here from a to b, or if I take some interval here, my integration will be negative, the answer. Okay. So I want to maximize it. So if I take from here to here, I'll get some value. It's a positive. Okay. If I want to maximize it, I can take up to here. I'm covering more area. So I want to cover more area, that too positive, which is above x-axis. So what is the fullest thing that I can cover to get the maximum? Is from -1 to 2. Then I'll get this area. If I go beyond 2 or beyond -1, I'll be adding some negative piece. My area will be decreasing again, right? Okay. So that's it. If you want to maximize this, a must be -1, b must be 2. The lower limit must be -1, upper limit must be 2. That's it. A plus b is 1. Nothing to write. Otherwise, if you integrate it, it will come in terms of b and a, which is a cubic expression in two variables. You have to find minimum. Okay. We are not studying calculus of two variables, which you'll study in engineering, how to minimize a function in two variables or three variables. Multivariable calculus, it's called. I think something like this we discussed in KVP also. Any question we discuss? Anybody attended? No. Okay, this is a limits question. We want limit to be 0. Limit extends to 0. It is sine 2x plus ax cube plus bx by x cube. Especially when you talk matching questions in JEE advanced exam, sometimes we may find matching where all questions are related to one concept in a particular chapter. But many times you will find the 4 questions are from 4 different topics. One of the reason they do that is they want to cover all the chapters in that 44 questions, and if possible, they want to cover more concepts. If they give all 4 questions from one chapter, then that chapter will be more that means more present in the exam. They don't want to do that. Okay. So maybe this is one such question where one is differentiating a different integral, one is a differential equation, one is an areas question, one is a limits question. Okay. But in our regular material, we don't like to give like this because we want to focus on the concepts in that topic. But after the syllabus is over, when we give any assignments for JEE advanced preparation, we'll be giving more of this type. Okay, anyway, limits forgotten long time back, but we want this limit to be 0. Okay, so we can use expansions or L'Hospital rule, one of them. As such, it is 0 by 0 form. I can even divide it with 1x and do something. But anyway, what is the expansion of sine 2x? Sine x expansion is x minus x cube by 3 factorial. So 2x whole cube by 3 factorial plus 2x whole power 5 by 5 factorial, so on. Plus x cube plus bx by x cube. If this x term is there, limit will be infinity or undefined. I can say infinity because x will cancel, 1 by x square will come. Whether tending to 0 minus or 0 plus will be tending to infinity. But we don't want that. We want limit to be 0. So the x term should be cancelled. This and this put together. So 2 plus b must be 0. Okay. And x cube also should be cancelled. If not, the x cube coefficient, whatever it is, that will be the answer. Okay. And that x cube coefficient. In fact, okay, forget about x getting cancelled. And rest of it, whatever is x cube coefficient, that's the answer because all other limits are 0. This by this will be x square, limit will be 0, so on. So the limit actually, even if you don't take equal to 0, if you want answer to be finite, non-zero, non-infinite, finite number, that is you want a finite number, the x cube coefficient will be the answer, which is a minus 8 by 6 is the answer. And that answer they want it to be 0. If they would have said equal to 5, I would have equated this to 5. If they would have 7, I should have equated to 7. So to understand, x term should be cancelled, otherwise limit will be infinite. X cube coefficient, this and this put together, x cube will cancel, this will be the limit answer. If they say 0 or 7 or 100 will equate to that. So it's not 0 has anything special. If it is 9 here, I should have written 9 here. So anyway, I got b equal to -2 and a should be 4/3 for limit to be 0. Now 3a plus b, which is 4 minus 2, 2. 3a plus b is 2. Okay, numericals, first question. The value of mod A for which the area of the triangle included between the coordinate axis and any tangent to the curve is constant. Okay. Basically, we are looking for a curve where whether it is like this or like this or like this. All these are tangents to one curve. Okay. But any tangent you take x-axis, y-axis, that area should be constant. This area or this area or this area, they want it to be constant. Like that, they want a curve. Okay. Okay. So they already gave some idea about the curve, how it is, but let us not worry. We'll try to do it. They want mod A. That's okay. No, they want a curve equation. Okay. I want this area. Take any point as x1 comma y1 and this curve is y equal to f of x. Then what is the equation of the tangent? dy by dx, sorry, y minus y1 equal to dy by dx at x1 comma y1 into x minus x1. This is equation of tangent at any point. This is slope of the tangent. What is the x-intercept? Put y equal to 0. When you put y equal to 0, x-intercept will come, that is this point's x coordinate will come x1 minus y1 by dy by dx at x1 comma y1. What is the y-intercept? Put x equal to 0. Y-intercept will come here. The y coordinate is y1 minus x1 into dy by dx at x1 comma y1. If you want area to be constant, half into this is a base, this is a height. So half into x-intercept is this is the area equal to some k, let us say. Half into x1 minus y1 by dy by dx into y1 minus x dy by dx is equal to some k. Okay, maybe I should have taken the given curve and used it, but let me see. Okay, but the second order will not be able to solve. The first order, but degree. Anyway, it's a quadratic question, I'm sure we can manage. I'll take LCM here and I'll get x1 dy by dx minus y1 into y1 minus x1 dy by dx is equal to 2k dy by dx. These both are same. So I don't want to apply square root. Okay, let me just expand and send to the other side. I'll get x1 square dy by dx whole square. Minus what is x coefficient will be plus xy plus xy. So plus, no, minus should come. Okay. Here minus should come. Okay, minus plus 2x1 y1 dy by dx. Okay, I think solving this differential equation will be little complicated. Differential equation, that is quadratic equation in terms of dy by dx, I can use minus b plus or minus, it will come. But because I already gave it is y x power a into y is constant, is more easy. We'll do this only, but with a slight change. Okay, maybe I'll not erase it. I'll write somewhere and then come back. We'll take the curve as a hint and then start from that. From different equation also we'll see how to do that. But first of all, I'm going to take x power a into y is equal to lambda power a. Take this curve and just find for what a that area is constant. That's it. Okay, I can find dy by dx in any way. I want to apply log and find derivative. So it will be a log x plus log y is equal to a log lambda. When I differentiate it, I will get a into 1 by x, 1 by y into dy by dx is equal to 0. So dy by dx is minus a by x or minus ay by x. So if you take at any point the equation of tangent, it will be y minus y1. This will be minus a y1 by x1 into x minus x1. x1 y1 is the point on this curve, and this is the slope of the tangent. Okay. Now yx1 minus x1 y1 equal to minus a y1 x plus a x1 y1. If I bring one side, I'll get a y1 x plus x1 y is equal to a plus 1 into x1 y1. This is a line tangent equation. And now area is c square by 2 mod ab. You can use, or half into x-intercept into y-intercept. Half into what the x-intercept? A plus 1 into x1 y1 by a y1. And y-intercept is this one, which is a plus 1 into x1 y1 by x1. That I want it to be equal to some constant. Okay, so 1 y1 x1 will cancel, this also will cancel. Half into a plus 1 whole square x1 y1 is constant. Okay, if you want, but this is actually variable. X is variable, y is variable, xy is also variable. But if you want a constant, xy should be constant. You can easily understand a should be 1. Then, if you don't realize that, you can do one thing else. In the place of y1, I can write lambda power a by x1 power a is a constant. One may say, see, a is a constant, lambda is a constant, but x1 is changing. Even though x1 is changing, this should not change. That is possible only when this x1 will cancel. Or you can say the power of x1 is 0. Okay. So this and this should be cancelled, and only it will be constant. So a must be 1. Only when a is 1. Okay. But actually, we read about this before. Why? Because when you put a equal to 1, what will happen to this? Xy equal to lambda. Have you seen this kind of curve anytime before? Xy equal to lambda. Is it a parabola? It's a rectangular hyperbola rotated by 90 degrees. Okay. Do you remember any property about hyperbola or some area to be constant or something? Anybody? You take asymptotes of the hyperbola and take the hyperbola. Take any tangent to it, this area is constant. Area between the tangent to any hyperbola and the two asymptotes. Now here one may say there is no asymptote of it. The coordinate axis is constant because coordinate axes are asymptotes of this hyperbola. Okay. So whenever you say you want area to be constant, that is formed by a tangent, that curve must be a hyperbola with the given lines as asymptotes. Okay. So and asymptotes are x and y axis means it is a hyperbola xy equal to c square, and the c square can be anything. So if you remember the hyperbola property that you take any tangent to hyperbola and to asymptotes area is constant, it is easy to see that. Okay. Okay, so here we got A must be 1. From here also should be able to get, but it's a second degree, first order, second degree. That's what I have to find out. I may not continue this, just I'm trying. Sending that side 2k minus 2x1 y1 into divided by dx plus y1 square equal to 0. Yes, please. Anything wrong I've done? From here to here, something wrong? Yx1 minus x1 y1, this is plus a into x1 y1. After that, okay, I think I wrote.
Sir, can you explain again, sir?
Okay, this is a curve. It is somewhat like this. Maybe you take any tangent to the curve, this area between the tangent x-axis and y-axis should be constant. It is not that you take different points on the curve, you should get different areas. It should be constant. So we took a point on the curve as x1, y1. At that point, we found dy by dx. I applied log and differentiated. This is equation of tangent. Y minus y1 equal to dy by dx into x minus x1. This is equation of tangent at x1, y1 to this curve. Okay, now I know one line. How will you find this area? Half into base into height. Base is x-intercept and height is y-intercept. This is a line. I can convert it into intercept form if you want. Or put y equal to 0, will get x-intercept. Put x equal to 0, will get y-intercept. Half into x-intercept into y-intercept is area of this triangle. I want it to be constant, not a variable. But when I found area, I have both x1 y1 which are variables. I try to eliminate y1 by putting lambda power a by x1 power a. Okay, now there's only one variable x. Even though x is changing, this area should not change, but only possible when this x term and this x term get cancelled every time. For that, the power should be equal, so a must be 1. Is it okay?
Yes.
Does anybody still have any doubt? I'm ready to explain. Here they already gave some idea about how the curve it is, but here I'm trying to do without even knowing what is the curve. Then I got a first order but second degree, which is not officially there in the syllabus, but still we can do it. Right? Solve the quadratic equation minus b plus r minus b square minus we get. Okay, so I'm not planning to continue, but I just want to try it. Some people may not be able to see fully. dy by dx will be minus b, that is this minus 2k plus 2x1 y1 plus r minus b square minus 4ac. That 4x1 square y1 square is going to get cancelled. I'm going to get 4k square minus 8k x1 y1 by 2x1 square. I should solve this equation. Okay, you know there are other methods in engineering for solving a second order differential equation, so we don't have to, because it's not a, we will not be able to do variables separately because there is x and y together within the square root. Okay. I have another method where you don't have to know anything about calculus. You can do just like that. I'm sure I should get it. Let me see. Okay. Let us say I want that area to be 20 units. So there are a lot of lines where you take that line and x-axis and y-axis, the area of the triangle is 20 units. There is one nice curve touching all of them. I want to know what is that curve. Basically, that is the question. It's like an envelope, we call it in math language. How to do it? I want this area to be 20. Okay. So then x-intercept and y-intercept product should be 40. So I'm going to take like this, x by t plus y by 40 by t equal to 1. Whatever t you take, will this line makes area 20 units with coordinate axis? Half into x-intercept into y-intercept is 20 because t will get cancelled. 40 by t I'm writing here. 40 by t. As you change t, you'll get different lines, but all of them will make same area. But this line is always touching one curve, whatever t you take. What is that curve? I want to know. Okay. What I will do, if I take a point here, x1, y1, and substitute it here and solve this, how many values of t I will get? Put x1 here, y1 here, and solve for t. We'll get two values because it's a quadratic equation going to come. And you can also see in the figure there are two lines in the family. If I take a point here, point here, point here, any substitute point x1, y1, solve for t, we'll get two values. But if I take a point on the envelope, there should be only one line in this family which is touching that. Okay, that means for the quadratic equation, root should be equal. Simply take x1, y1, get the quadratic equation, and root should be equal. You use that condition, you'll get the curve directly. Okay, let us see what is that. This t will go up, and I'll do cross multiplication. I'll be getting 40x1 plus t square y1 is equal to 40. No, 40t. Thank you. So now when you bring one side the quadratic equation, y1 is a coefficient here into t square, and minus 40t plus 40x1 equal to 0. Okay. Now I want b square should be 4ac for this. What is b square? 40 whole square equal to 4ac. 4 into y1 into 40x1. So 40 xy equal to 10. So when you want area to be 40 units, the corresponding for this xy equal to 10. If you want area to be k units, you'll be getting k here, you may get here 40 by k or something like that. So see, we don't need heavy knowledge, just quadratic equation sufficient. You understand what I'm saying? There is a way I can do that, almost in just a minute. Basically, if I fix x coordinate, I'll get y as a function of t, and I want to find maximum value. Okay, it may not be required. Just this may not be routine, the advanced way of doing things. That is the usual way you're expected to do. So I said already by hyperbola, if you already know that area is constant for hyperbola, directly you can tell it's a rectangle. Second method is this. The differential equation method we got, but we got a first order second degree, and right now we don't know how to solve those type of questions. We'll be studying engineering. One is this. One more thing I want to do is, I want to fix one x value and find y values. You can see, and you fix x coordinate, as you change t, you'll get different y coordinate. For the envelope, the y coordinate will be maximum. I can even try to do that. Let me see. Y is equal to, this will go that side, 40 by t into 1 minus x1 by t. 40 by, first this will go here and then 40 by t. Okay. So when I fix x and I try to find y, it's coming in terms of quadratic equation in terms of t. I have to find the maximum value of that because that will give me a point on the curve. Otherwise, as you change t, I'll get this y coordinate, some other y coordinate of different points on the family of lines whose x coordinate is given. Okay, now for what t, this will become maximum. And what is that maximum value? Again, it's a quadratic equation concept, or you can even use calculus, but you have to differentiate with respect to t. All right. Anyway, still I can deal with quadratic way. What is this now? 40 by t minus 40x1 by t square. It is like if you take 1 by t as a variable, it's a quadratic equation in terms of 1 by t. For ax square plus bx plus c, how will you find maximum value? 4ac minus b square by 4a, isn't it? 4ac minus b square by 4a. All of you know that now? Okay, what I'm writing here, can people see? No. For ax square plus bx plus c, this is a maximum value, right? A minimum value when a is positive and when a is negative, it is minimum, the maximum. Okay. But here constant is not there because our variable is 1 by t and 1 by t square. So this will be gone. I'll be simply getting minus b square by 4a. So like that here, the maximum value of this will be minus what is b? 1 by t coefficient 40 whole square by 4a. 4 into x coordinate of 1 by t, which is 40x1. Again, you're getting minus 10 by x1 and bring, you'll get x1 y1 is equal to minus of that. It's okay. x1 y1 equal to minus 10 or plus 10, depending on a value is minus also. So it will become plus 10. Again, you got xy equal to 10. Okay. But why I'm telling this method is this here you got a quadratic, but if you got some other thing, you can differentiate this in terms of t. Find when it attains minimum and put the t value back in terms of x1, you'll get it. Okay. Some questions can be done like that. For example, y is equal to one minute. Yeah, y is equal to tx plus 10 by t. As you change t, this line is always, you take t equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you'll get different lines, right? Okay. They all will touch one curve. Anybody want to tell what is that curve? Forget about what I discussed these methods. From one of your previous chapters. As you change t, it is a family of lines, but all the lines will touch one curve. What is that? Yes? Maybe I'll make it easier for you. In the place of t, I'll put m. As I change m value, I'll get a lot of lines, but all the lines will touch one curve. What is that?
Parabola.
Parabola. And what is the equation of the parabola you want to tell?
Y is equal to 40x.
Yes, y equal to 40x. It looks like y equal to mx plus a by m, which is general tangent for y square equal to 4ax, and that a value is 10, so y square equal to 40x, right? Okay. That is because you already studied parabola chapter, you know the general tangent and all. What if somebody has not studied parabola, but they just came across this family of lines, which curve it is touching, okay? Apart from knowing about the parabola, I'm discussing two methods. One is, as I said similarly, as you change m, we'll get different lines in this. They're all touching one curve. What is that? Okay. Again, if you take any point x1, y1, substitute here, we'll get two values of m because there are two lines in this family. But if you take a point on the envelope, there should be only one. So we are looking for when the roots are equal. So in terms of m, it is a quadratic equation. Do cross multiplication, we'll get xm square minus ym plus 10 equal to 0. As you put x1, y1, okay, when you solve this, you get two m values. But we are looking for that x1, y1 where we'll get equal roots. So for that, b square should be 4ac. What is b square? y1 square. 4ac is 40x directly. You don't have to know anything about parabola. It is touching y equal to 40x curve. Okay. And by the calculus way of what I'm saying now, you keep different x values, you'll get different y values. But for the point on the curve, the y coordinate should be maximum. Okay. So as you change m, this is changing. Your x is fixed. As you change m, it is changing. I want to know what is the maximum value. How should I do it according to calculus? Differentiate this with respect to m, equal to 0, will get m value, put that m back. When you differentiate it, what will come with respect to m? Derivative of m is 1, we'll get x1. Derivative of this is minus 10 by m square. 1 by m derivative is that, equated to 0. You will get m square is equal to 10 by x. Okay. That has to be substituted back here. Okay. So y is equal to, how to substitute it? First of all, I'll take LCM. M square x, what I can write? 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. So it will become 20 by m. But I don't want m, I want in terms of x1. So I'll square it, I'll get y square equal to 400 by m square. Again, in the place of m square, I can substitute 10 by x. When I substitute 10 by x in the place of m square, what will I get? 40x. Okay. So this is a calculus way of doing this question. This is using quadratic equations family of lines. Apart from that, if you know parabola, it is y equal to mx plus a by m, then you know it. Is it okay? Okay, in the same way as previous to this, I explained how an area is constant, why it should be a hyperbola, right? I can make up more questions of this type. For example, I can generally tell y equal to mx plus 5m square plus 9m. As m changes, this line will always touch one curve. What is that? Okay. If you know about parabola, it can be done, but you have to be little thorough with that. Y equal to m into x plus 9 plus 5m square. You have to know this formula that for x square equal to 4by, anybody remembers what the general tangent? For y square equal to 4x, y equal to mx plus a by n. For x square equal to 4by, what is the general tangent? Does anybody remember? Of course, you can interchange x and y. You take y equal to mx plus a by m. Wherever y is there, you write x. Wherever x is there, you write y. Wherever a is there, you write b. It will come. It is a general tangent, but that slope will not be m. The slope will be 1 by m there. Okay, because interchange x and y. Anyway, it is y equal to mx minus bm square. All right. Okay. To be frank, in JEE mains exam is not a very great exam. Okay. Only thing what happens is when the chapter is going on, you will remember some formulas. Now we are supposed to remember all the chapters. Okay. So it is more important when in revision. Let's say we'll give 2 days for parabola, 2 days for circle. Those 2 days you read the main formulas and do some questions. Doing questions is important. Some people only read theory. Okay. Yeah, theory is required. You should know. But after that, what is the use of theory? You have to solve questions in the exam. They're not like chemistry. The theory is there. You read the question, you can directly put the answer. There may be some questions like that in chemistry where based on theory directly you can answer, right? In maths, not like that. Theory is important. You should know the formula. You should have some idea about derivation of the formula. But you should know how to apply in different situations, right? So you should practice a lot of questions in revision time. And after revision is over of all the lessons, you should write a lot of grand tests. Not only in lesson, you have NTA, Abhyas app. The more you write, what happens? This formula or y equal to mx plus a by m formula, it may keep coming in 2-3 exams. Let's say you write 20 exams. In 2-3 exams, this question came. So what happens? Same formulas will be repeating. At least some formulas will be repeating in many grand tests or many NTA Abhyas tests. Some formulas will come once in a while. So in your mind, all the formulas will be churned every day, right? Okay. So it's very, very important. Before you write actual mains exam, okay, you should have written some 40 or 50 tests, including what we keep in the college, some practice tests, some actual grand tests. You should write NTA Abhyas. It's very, very important. How you write, when you write, you have to plan. Okay. If you are not able to write by the February exam, let us say, when you write in April or May, even before that, whenever you write in the 10 days before that, you should have written some 20 exams in a serious manner. Okay. That will churn all the formulas in all the 3 subjects in your mind where you will be able to remember. So it is more a matter of remembering the formula than any intelligence here, right? Okay. So anyway, so when you compare that and this, x became x plus 9. So here also I should write x as x plus 9. In the place of b, in the place of minus b, I have 5, right? Okay. So it is actually always tangent to the curve x plus 9 whole square equal to 4 in the place of b minus 5y. So it is actually x plus 9 whole square equal to minus 20y. Okay. So that is based on your parabola. What about the concept that I discussed based on that just now? This is a quadratic equation in terms of m, which is 5m square plus m into x plus 9 minus y equal to 0. We want roots to be equal. So b square equal to 4ac. b square equal to 4ac means we'll get x plus 9 whole square equal to 4 into 5 into minus y. Very neatly we got x plus 9 whole square equal to minus 21. Without even knowing about anything about this curve before the chapter. We don't know anything about parabola, doesn't matter, you got a curve. Another method I told you is you find the minimum value of this. Assume x is fixed, m is variable, find the minimum value and substitute it. Okay. This is a quadratic, of course, you can use 4ac minus b square by 4a concept also, where y equal to, it is a quadratic equation of m. So 5m square plus m into x plus 9. This is a value, this is b value. So if you use 4ac and c is 0. So 4ac minus b square by 4a will become minus b square by 4a because c is 0. What is minus b means x plus 9 whole square, and this is 4 5 are 20. Bring this 20 here, minus here, got the answer. Okay. But because this became quadratic, we are using this. Otherwise, I would have used calculus. For example, let's say I kept m power 4 here. You will not be able to do by quadratic equations. You have to differentiate it to get m value and put it back. Some cubic or some other function I can put it. Okay, just one question. I might have taken too much time just to explain some other things. It's okay. Okay, second one. Let y equal f of x satisfies the differential equation. It's not very. I think one or two of this past year mains questions they gave as it is in numerical. This must be that. Xy into 1 plus y dx is equal to dy. Okay, so is it possible to variable separable? Yes. X dx is equal to dy into y to 1 plus y. Integral x dx is integral 1 by y minus 1 by 1 plus y dy. This is x square by 2. This is log y minus log 1 plus y plus log c. F of 0 is 1. F of 0 means basically when x is 0, y is 1. And f of 2 is they want us to find and then see what it is. Okay. F of 0 is 1. So put x comma y is equal to 0 comma 1 here. This is 0. This is also 0. This is log 2 plus log c. Basically log c is log 2. This is log 2. Okay. Now they want us to find y value when x is 2. When I put x is equal to 2, this will become 2. This will become log y minus log of 1 plus y plus log 2. That is 2 equal to log of 2y by 1 plus y. If you remove log, you will get e square is equal to 2y by 1 plus y. Do cross multiplication and find what is y. So you'll get e square plus e square y is equal to 2y. I can send this one that side and bring it down. Now y is equal to e square by 2 minus e square. So that k value is 2. As I said, almost answer is this, but what is this k? There's nothing great, nothing great here. Variable separable, and then finding the constant, and then finding y value and x is 2. I know it's almost like that one. Chemical composition is quite similar to it. Okay. Anyway, if you have any doubts in differential equations, a single answer, you can always ask in our counseling time. Okay. 51 questions are there. You can do it too. Tomorrow, I'll be starting definite integrals, advanced material. Okay. We'll start with more than one answer and we'll do all the odd numbers till the end. I will not do everything. I'll do only odd numbers. And then come to single answer also, I'll do odd numbers depending on the time in the next week. Okay. But I'll start with more than answer, go only odd numbers. So after completing differential equations, you can also start doing even numbers in the different integrals advanced material. The reason we are going separately is different integrals is a very important topic for both mains and advanced. And we did not get enough time earlier to discuss questions from advanced material. Okay, I'm going to erase this. Anybody needs more time? Any doubt? Okay, third question, it is nothing related to differential equations. It is more about differentiation. You have to, I think answer is whatever 0 or something, third one. Answer is 6. Okay. So if they are given the differential equation equal to 6, I don't know whether we'll be able to solve it or not. But right now we have to prove it is. Okay. Y square is equal to 3 cos square x plus 2 sin square. Okay, if required, I would have written this only in terms of cos 2x. Quite possible because this also in terms of cos 2x. First of all, it's not 2 sin square x plus 2 cos square x will become 2. So I can even write y square equal to cos square x plus 2. Or write in terms of cos 2x if required. We'll see it. When you differentiate directly, 2y dy by dx is equal to 2 cos x minus sin x, which is minus sin 2x. Anyway, you have to find second derivative also. Okay. So y, let us leave it this. When I differentiate now, product rule 2 into y into d square y by dx square plus derivative of this is dy by dx. So 2 dy by dx into dy by dx equal to derivative of this is minus 2 cos 2x. We want d square y by dx square, but into y cube we want. Yes. You multiply the y square everywhere. You will know why we need to multiply the y square is because they wanted y cube into d square y by dx square. So I multiply the y square everywhere. I'll get y cube d square y by dx square. Here also y square dy by dx whole square. Here minus y square cos 2x. We are getting what we want here, and we don't want dy by dx at all. And this is possible to be substituted this. What is y dy by dx? I can as well write this as y dy by dx whole square. So this is y cube d square y by dx square. In the place of y dy by dx, I can write minus sine 2x by 2 whole square. What about y square? I can write cos square x plus 2. So minus of cos square x plus 2 into cos 2. We also want y power 4. Where is y power 4? We don't have. Maybe I'll substitute this little later. Keep it like this only. Minus y square cos 2x. Okay, so this is good. And I wanted y power 4. Send this on that side and let us add y power 4. Y cube d square y by dx square plus y power 4 is equal to y power 4 minus sine 2x by 2 whole square minus y square cos 2x. Okay, so from these two I can take y square common and see if it works out something. Y square minus cos 2x minus sine 2x by 2 whole square. What is y square? Cos square x plus 2. I can substitute it. Shall I write everything in terms of cos 2x? This is 1 plus cos 2x by 2 plus 2, which is 5 plus cos 2x by 2. I need some place to write. Okay. Just a few minutes, we'll try to stop this. Okay, we want to prove this is some constant basically. Y square is, I'm only starting with RHS now, 5 plus cos 2x by 2. When I substitute that, it is going to come 5 minus cos 2x by 2. Yeah, minus, this is a product, and that is sine 2x by 2 whole square. That's good. A plus b to a minus b. So you're going to get 25 minus cos 2x whole square minus that sine 2x whole square whole by 4. This is 4, that's 4. And cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1. So it will be 25 minus 1 by 4, which is 24 by 4, which is 6. Okay, it's getting just so I don't call this a question in differential equations. We can say higher order differentiation question. Only thing I have to see is it only because number 3 and 2 are there, did I get 6? Or in the place of 3 and 2, if I get A and B, what I would have got? I have to see that carefully. Okay. So I left the last two questions 4 and 5 and then single answer questions. You can try them. If any doubts, you can ask in counseling. Tomorrow, different degrees, advanced material. Okay, thank you.